Do you hear me? Am I clear? How's the picture look? Any thumbprints on the lens? Any imperfections? Does it look like I've smeared Vaseline all over the lens? Or somebody has licked the camera? You see a lot of that somehow. People do live feeds and their feed looks like shit. Hello, hello, hello. Corey, what's up? How was your day? Corey Suttles, Billy Magnum, what's up, man? How are you? Tom Roberts, Vance. Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute, Vance. Hope things are good. For people that weren't here last night, we just did a bunch of zippered knife portfolios. Those look like this. We did EDC organizers, Tiffany blue thread, multi-cam black. They look like this inside, lots of pockets. Wrench rolls in multicam black. You can put like 22 wrenches in these things. Gear wrenches, drive wrenches, box wrenches. Tiffany blue combat cocks. We just ran multicam black red thread Fupa danglers. We also have black fanny packs. Low profile H harnesses. T-ring adapters in many colors. Lots of slings done this week, Friday. A lot of gear. Lots of gear has been done. If you're on our text message, you have seen that. If you're on our email, you've seen that. Amanda did a bunch of EDC trays, nightstand trays. She did those today. Multicam black shipment came in with all the gear showing up. We got multicam black a couple weeks ago. We've been running it. Mark Trammell, what's up? Joseph Frazier, how are you? Working now. Just placed an order today. Just got an email earlier this week. Awesome, man. Thank you. Amanda, I see you're on here. Cat Daddy, what's up? DJ Guzman, how are you? How's everybody's day? Anybody get into anything cool today? Joe, what's up? Loaded up on ivermectin. You know, we bought some ivermectin on Tuesday. They still have that law's gone into effect, but there's still a ton of stuff out and available. We bought a bunch of ivermectin Tuesday. For guys that don't know, you can use that ivermectin, the horse stuff. It's available at Walmart. It's like $14 a tube. You can use that for heartworms for your dogs. Has any of your product ever been used in television or in a movie? Yeah, tons of it, man. Tons of it. Hurt Locker, that was all our gear. You can see it on the cover of the DVD. Soldier with Kurt Russell, that was our gear. You can see it on the movie. Operation Delta Force, Operation U.S. Navy SEALs, Ernie Hudson, Jeff Fahey, The Rock. Like we've had gear all over the place, man. And you know what you get for it? You don't get shit for it. The prop companies buy it. You get no mention in the credits. Nobody looks in the credits except a few, hardcore gear collectors. Like it's really more of a hassle than anything. You don't get anything for it. I just told my father about that ivermectin for the dog thing. Yeah, if you get on some livestock guardian dog groups, you will find that a lot of the bullshit veterinarians sell you, it's just for their profit. Evan Dixon, what's up, man? Yep, Hurt Locker. KTM, I was not in the Marine Corps, buddy. Scully was in the Marine Corps. I hung around a lot of places, got to do some fun stuff, got to do some pretty cool stuff, being, building gear and being invited out to see all the gear in use and why we were building things and alterations on the fly. Where's episode 30? I don't know. Are you a member? If you're a member, at the $10 membership level, It's in there. And if you are and you're not seeing it, my suspicion is it is uploaded and just has not been made available yet. Just filmed the dismay of our annoying little house mouse. Just so my father. All right, hey guys, 48 of you on here, only 29 thumbs up. I need you to hit the thumbs up. Do the free thing, or go ahead and hit the comment, hit that $, and go ahead and send me 20 bucks if you don't want to do the free thing. I stand here every night. It's important enough for you guys to be watching me right now. Do the free thing, or send me some money. Either one's fine. Sounds like veterinarian is just like regular medical. Oh, I think it is, very much so. If you talk to real doctors, like, do you know any doctors, like general practitioners, family practice stuff? With the insurance companies the way they are, it's a sliding scale. When they prescribe one drug, they get a very small percentage. They get a little more on 2, and when they prescribe 3 drugs, they actually get a bigger percentage off of it. It's literally a sliding scale. They are incentivized to prescribe multiple medications to you. They are bought off by the pharmaceutical companies. You should read a book. My personal doctor, Dr. Barry, of 14 years, wrote a book called Lies Your Doctor Told You. New York Times bestseller. You can get it on Amazon. It might even be on audiobooks. Dr. Barry comes out to Self-Reliance Festival. My sheep came from Dr. Barry. He lives very close here. You should listen to what he says, being an actual doctor. Make any kind of pouches or packs for motorcycles. Tons of our stuff can be used for motorcycles. For instance, our FUPA. It's a fanny pack. It's a chest pack. It's a crossbody bag. You could totally probably rig it up as a bar bag. We make all kinds of stuff. We don't make anything that specifically mounts on a rack on the motorcycle, but you can totally put it on your racks or, in your bags. What kind of KTM are you running? Chuck Peoples, what's up? Jose, what's up? Excalibur dehydrator. You and Amanda suggested making jerky. Awesome, man. Awesome. Where'd you buy it from? This is ours right here. This is a lot of stuff that's been run through the Excalibur. Obviously the beef was not. That was canned, pressure canned. Live again, just Chunky Civilian Farm Dad checking in again. I do a live every night, buddy. Every night, Brandon. Was just sitting down to read the Bible. Right on. Just looking for the first time today. You're here on this live for the first time. So this is a company I've run for 35 years. 17 years ago, we moved to small town USA in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee. And moved here to grow a garden and work with, 1 or 2 employees. Scaled up to 30 employees. Moved into this building, bought this property 7 years ago, quarter-mile up the road from my old shop. I still have the other property. We had some kind of farming and gardening stuff going on at the other place, very small, kind of backyard stuff. This is 10 acres, and we have, we have a farm. I guess I can call myself a farmer. And then we built this building out, and completely, when we bought it, it was gutted. It had been, all the copper had been stolen out of it, and we just kind of altered the direction of life a few years ago when all the silly nonsense started happening. And I've always built my business so that if business got shut down by the government or by any other means, we would still be fine. Like, I would still be able to employ my employees, even if shipping turned off, if electricity turned off, we would be farming, right? We would be doing things with our hands and outdoor stuff. Chris Watkins, what's up? No storm, Haley, no storm damage. Everybody's asking me if we had any storms. Brandel, my video guy, is 4 hours into the mountains. He's outside of Nashville, and he's got a ton of damage. Again, We were supposed to have crazy storms last night. We heard some thunder. Before I even did the live last night, we heard some thunder. Sometime as we slept, we had some rain. When we were outside this morning, the concrete was wet, but you couldn't tell that it rained. Like my swales have no water in them. My ponds aren't elevated. But we must have had some wind because I had stuff blown all around, like hundreds of feet away. I had all these, like, you know, the galvanized feed troughs. They make these rings, you know, Tartar makes these rings to plant plants and trees in. It picked those up, and those were all the way up at the front gate. So it probably turned them sideways and rolled them. Flat packs? Oh yeah, Scott, we got all kinds of flat packs. We're actually running all the flat packs right now, but we just ran, these are 6-inch flat packs. These are 5-inch flat packs. These are 4-inch flat packs. And we've been running all the EDC and organizer stuff. Crazy lightning thunder yesterday. Had to re-tack down the tin on my barn roof. Luckily, I don't have any of that going on. It did rip the tarp. Shit, Amanda, that's what I actually went to Tractor Supply for, was a tarp. And I got everything but the tarp. I didn't even think about it. I'll have to get one tomorrow. Mr. Live 305, all the gear is for sale. SOE, hands. Yeah, we make all of this. I don't see Mr. Live on here, though. Any shit hit the fan bag all ready to go? We don't load anything, if that's what you're asking. I don't know what your emergency is going to be. And typically people buying preloaded bags, you're buying a bunch of bullshit and packaging that you don't need and you're not going to use in the real emergency. We do make bags. We make everything you see here. Everything comes in as raw goods. We cut it, we sew it, we assemble it, we quality control it, and we ship 200 to 400 boxes out of this building every day directly to consumer. A great bag would be these medical backpacks right here. Now that's kind of deceiving. You can use them for anything. They are highly organizable, and you can rip all of those individual pockets out. Mr. Live 305, I'm his cousin. What's up? Is that the Mr. 305 Pitbull? We got some dudes that actually moved here that rapped with Pitbull. There's a dude that comes to Self-Reliance Festival, and he's in several of Pitbull's videos. Pre-built EMT bag is the only pre-kitted bag I have ever bought. Yeah, and even that, I mean, how many fucking Band-Aids are in that bullshit? How many fucking aspirin are in that bullshit? If you're going to buy a preloaded medical kit, check out Refuge Medical. They've got big kits with very applicable stuff on the site, ready to ship out. Check out Appalachian Medical. I know he's working on his site. He might have something that's ready to ship to you Monday. Where are we at? We're in Camden, Tennessee, man. Gonna do the medical backpack in Oh Dear Woodland. If you want it, Phil, send me an email. Tell me what you want. We'll run some. If you had 1% of the confidence of Pitbull, the earth would spin on it. Man, for you guys that don't know, go watch some of Pitbull's video stuff out there, man. He's spitting the truth. Like, people think of Pitbull as a rapper. That is not what Pitbull is. You guys should listen to, when you hear mainstream people that have a big audience saying things like, don't trust your government, maybe we should listen, right? We all know that's true, but normal walk of life, people with very big audiences are saying the same thing. You guys should check out Sky Pirate Actual on Instagram. He made a post today that said, does the government have reason to distrust its people? Fuck yes, you do. When you're doing things that you know are insidious and unconstitutional, absolutely you should fucking distrust your people. That's what all the laws they pass, all the chaos they create, is so that normal sheep will beg for more control. Why does every other country want to disarm the United States population? so they can roll in and take over, because they've bought your government. Andrea, how are you? Ref, you good to go? Got a good amount of my money. They're good people, man. They're good people. Kevin Gates, same thing. I like what Kevin Gates say. Tate, Andrew Tate. Listen to what Tate says. Everybody has this idea that they don't like Andrew Tate because they're a bunch of pussies and their wife or woman doesn't like Andrew Tate. Listen to what he actually fucking says. If you implemented fucking 50% of what Andrew Tate said, your fucking life and family would be stronger. Do you feel like we're getting closer? Yes, absolutely. That's why I left California. I think if you, maybe you're not aware, I have 4,000 videos on this YouTube. I have 14 years of history of showing you what I do on a day-to-day basis. I don't just tell you, like, number one, I don't tell you what you should do. People ask me, and I tell them what I do. And if I'm doing those things, you can look at the things that I do on a daily basis and determine for yourself whether you want to participate and be involved in listening to what I do. Government is doing what it wants to do in their own gain. Absolutely. At your loss. Your loss. Wow, I thought I had a lot. I have, 500 videos, Mr. Live. I'm getting 7 million views, 7 million interactions a week right now. My retention on my videos is 80%. That's fucking unheard of. I heard there are no blue states, just blue cities. That's true. That's true. Look at the states. Look where the cities are. When you look at the actual map, there are very, very few little dots. Do you take vacation? I'm on vacation right now. People that typically ask me about vacation, they're looking for a justification of why they're not doing what they want to do in life. Now, I don't know who you are, but I know who I am, and I know what I do. And you can literally look at a day-to-day snapshot of my life for the last 14 years and see what I do and don't do. Where am I at again? I'm down to slide by and make a video. I'm in Camden, Tennessee. I have video guys. I have a lot of video guys. I have videos, we have equipment, we put out a fucking ton of content. We spend 2 days every week shooting video content. If you want to see what I'm about, check out some of my YouTube videos, check out my shorts, check out my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook. I have TikTok videos with over 50 million views on them right now with 25,000 comment interactions. Like, we're not fucking around. Like, we pretty much have it dialed in at this point. We can always do better. I'm always looking to add another person to the team, but it has to be the right person. Family Lake House, 4th of July. That's awesome, buddy. You have 360 gear? I don't know what 360 gear is, Mr. Live. I don't know what that means. Oh, are you talking about like the 360 camera stuff? No, I don't shoot any of that stuff. We've got drones and such, but I don't have any like 360, like GoPro 360 stuff. France is burning. Yes, yes. They are very worried. They are very worried for you in the United States to see what's going on in France. You don't see a lot of France on Instagram and Facebook and local media. You see a lot of France on TikTok, and that's why they are so hard and going after TikTok. Self-defense shotgun. Are you going slugs or buck? Different application, buddy. Different application. You want to shoot at people, or do you want to shoot through things? Do you want to bust up concrete? What's your application? Also, what's your penetration concerns? Tried dehydrating some freeze-dried peaches today, and they turned to mush. Oh, rehydrating freeze-dried peaches. Yeah, a lot of that stuff is going to turn to mush. You have to look at rehydration. Like, I tell people that a lot, right? You're going to rehydrate some stuff, and you're going to use it, like, those peaches would be great in oatmeal or cereal or baked into bread. Like, a lot of the Like dehydrated, okay? You're going to dehydrate corn, dehydrate beans, dehydrate broccoli. What are you going to use that for? You're not going to put that on a plate next to a steak. You're going to make that into stews and soups and such. I live rural, so no collateral damage via neighbors. Slugs all the way in my situation. Would you want to use slugs inside your house? Is that what your pick would be? I would think doors kicked in, you grab the shotgun. I would think buckshot, man. And I would really think like number 4 buckshot. You could put them in smoothies, pancakes. Yep, pancakes. That'd be great, wouldn't it, Andrea? Hoping for a miracle. I don't think you need to rehydrate. Everybody who came into my business this past week, I wished a happy Independence Day and instead of the 4th of July. And no, it's a small thing, but I think the 4th dilutes the meaning. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. What size thread do I need to be using on your gear? I use 69. You will see people tout that they use bigger thread. And what they will tell you is, all the other guys use 69, so mine's bigger and better. I use 69. We've used it for 35 years. Eagle, London Bridge, Blackhawk, we all use 69. You won't even find 69 anymore. They call it 70, size E, and get nylon, not polyester. Could wrap the peaches around damp paper towel and try it. Told my kids, we don't say happy 25th of December. I use a 45 because they don't make a 46. Right on. Go to the range, test out your shotgun, multiple different shells. Yeah, pattern it. See what it's going to do. At what distance. Big data pimp. Love to come by sometime and show you what's up with FPV. Oh, I'd love to see your FPV stuff. I know exactly what's up with FPV, but I'd love to see your FPV stuff. Where are you located at? I like the FPV. They don't fly long enough for what I'm doing. Critical defense handgun. Some other makers also use smaller for their bobbins. Helps to increase the yardage for less bobbin changes. I could give a shit about bobbin changes. Get a bigger body, get a bigger machine with bigger bobbins if we're concerned with it. And Springfield, yeah, you should come by. And make sure your operators have a new bobbin winding while they're sewing. There's a lot of factories that run disposable bobbins. You know, they buy boxes of loaded thread. You can buy your thread loaded on paper or cardboard bobbins. Most people have more than home defense weapon to pin. Yeah. Still waiting on your Star Wars bag, TAC 556. I don't know what that's about. Send an email. Maybe you're waiting on a Star Wars bag. We've got them. We've shipped a ton of shit with Star Wars bags. But when you say things like that, if we have had a conversation, I don't have a clue about the conversation. So reply to the thread of communication. Most people have more than one home defense. All right, guys, if I missed any of your comments, just type them back out here. Thoughts on sojourn gear? I tried to hire him. I didn't. Cody was here taking some classes at Tactical Response. He walked in here. Super weird dude. I really like that guy. He had a bunch of stuff he had built to include all the clothing he was wearing. When I met Cody, I didn't even know Bear Independent existed. I had no idea about Bear Independent or anything they were doing. I had just met Cody because he was in town. I think he's been here twice. Offered him a job immediately. I don't know. I haven't looked at a lot of his gear. What I saw looked awesome. The man that I had fostering, the mom I had fostering those kits last night, heat, or I scared it to death because I shot a 6.5 foot snake going for eggs and the kits. So what happened to it? So did she abandon them or what happened? I'm not sure from that comment what's up. I have a few and never claimed I was that good, laugh out loud and crashing. Oh, I crash, man. I have 5-gallon buckets. I have 5-gallon buckets full of broken drones. King of Hammers, Glamis for Halloween, Camp Razor. Sold a bunch of your large tool bags there. Right on, man. We've talked about going out to King of Hammers to set up as a vendor with our, tool stuff, our tool rolls, tool pods, dual folds, tool pod totes, that stuff. Shotgun with buckshot, single point, Surefire X3, right on. TJ's 60-year-old man spent today digging tree root stumps in 100-degree. Yeah, we were hot today too, man. Really hot. Camo Cat. Which one is Camo Cat? Amanda actually asked me that today. Which one do they call Camo Cat? The mom that I had fostering those kits died last night. Heat. I scared it to death. Weird. Do you have another one, or you got something else you can put those babies with? Do we have OD compact tear-offs? No, but I have Tropic right now. Today I had an oxygen cylinder in the passenger seat of my truck. The guy at the gas station approached me asking if I had a torpedo in my... What a dumbass. Do you have a 3D printer for it? We do have some 3D printers. I have never used them. My son has used them. Gray and black. They all had to go back to the other mom. She now has 12. Got it. More of my 5-6-inch drones have been crashed a few hundred times. Yeah, I have a bunch of Mavic 2 Pros and Mavic 2 Zooms. Like I have probably 20 of them. And I usually have 2 back at DJI waiting to come back, and then I have 1 broken, and then I have 1 flying. And just they stop supporting them, right? They'll still fix them, but it's ridiculous to get the new one. So I bought a 2S, and when I got it, I thought, man, I'm not really gonna dig this thing. It's a little smaller. It's way more durable. I've flown it into things, side of buildings, guy wires, electric wires, into trees, and watched it flip. This bird right here was actually all the way underwater, and I was looking at it as I thought I was getting close to the ice, and it fucking flew into the water. Like it just landed right in the water, went underwater for a couple seconds, powered up, and it came right back up. Like I saw a fish swim by. I actually have it in one of the videos. It was during Christmas. I've been flying, like that's unheard of for any of my drones. To have a drone that I have flown for anywhere over 6 months. And that's the same exact one. That's the only 2S I've ever owned. I've not bought another one. But like here's two drones that they came back, and I'd already had that one, so I haven't even flown. Well, I mean, I test fly them. And then there's a 5-gallon bucket somewhere in here full of drones. And then I've got a couple of other Pros and 2s also, Pros and Zooms. Whatever I was flying on the 17th. Yeah, that's what we were flying out at the chainsaw class right here. More important than the drone, though, is the controller. Like, get a smart controller. It's a world of difference. The Inspire, yeah, I don't want an Inspire. I'm really good using what I use. When we load it, it's loadable. We can put it into our videos. This makes more of a difference than the drone even makes. Limited run bags right on. The threes, I haven't flown a three. I'm good with what I'm flying, man. I don't notice the difference when we upload to YouTube, and that's where everything's at. It doesn't fucking matter because YouTube's going to downgrade it anyways. Everything we put up on YouTube, it all looks the same. Split front woodland, they're nice, aren't they? Got my mini rig, love it. Right on, Cliff, right on. Mavic 3 has better stuff. No dispute, but it doesn't fucking matter because you can't tell when it's loaded up on YouTube. Nobody can tell. I can tell everybody I'm doing it with a 3 in 4K or 8K. Nobody knows. The end user, the guy watching, has no idea. Like the drone shots, fall in the tree. Yeah, we always put one on the tree. They were, everybody was backing up when the tree is. When we drop trees, and granted, they're usually like green pine trees, but I actually have them land on me. Like when they drop a tree, I'm holding a couple GoPros, and then we also have the drone. So you see the drone from the top as it falls, but you see the tree actually hit the cameras. And I usually am just standing there holding them on flexi necks, on goosenecks. Surefire Streamline? Oh, I don't know. I like everything I have is Surefire. I've had a lot of Streamlight stuff. I think Surefire is just a better product. Now that could have changed in the last couple of years. Maybe application will dictate something different. But I think the Surefire, and I think there's shit that's way better than Surefire too. You want to look at some nice stuff, right? Are you a Rolex guy? Are you a high-end knife guy? Check out Deadwood Customs flashlights. Even if you could upload 4K to YouTube, what the fuck would it matter? Most of us are watching on phone. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Streamlight, right on. You make a pouch for screwdrivers and small tools. We make tool pods. Tool pods. I do tool roll-up. I prefer tool pods. I like the mesh ones because you can see what's in them. This is our mesh tool pod. If you don't want mesh, we do solid tool pods in a lot of different colors. Our bifold tool carrier is great for carrying tools. I just bought a bunch of tools just to keep separate to use for video stuff and film stuff, and just to keep away from my employees and my children. I just bought another gear wrench set. Which will fit in our wrench roll. You can put 22 wrenches in the wrench roll. I bought another set of Craftsman screwdrivers. I bought a bunch of stuff just to put in my tool stuff for the website. Mr. Live, bro, you might be the coolest motherfucker in the world, but there is no reason to come on here and start shit with people you don't know. Slow your fucking roll. Like, if you want to do business, awesome. If you don't want to do business, I don't care. You might be the best fucking dude out there, but nobody here knows who you are. You're just coming on here acting like an asshole. So, fucking add some value or get the fuck off. Flat packs. Yeah, flat packs work great too. Surefire DF640s, right on. I've got some of their vampire stuff. Streamlight's the best you can get if budget. If your life depends on it, though, why not add a little bit more and get something better? Like a lot of you guys doing this, like you do this martial lifestyle, right? You expect that one day you're going to have to use these skills and this equipment to save your or a loved one's life. So budget doesn't factor into that lifestyle. Buy less bullshit, buy fewer things that are better. Everybody talking budget can lower and reduce the spending on leisure things, right? Or on habits. Buy less beer, buy less vape. If you're vaping, you shouldn't be fucking vaping anyways, at all. Like all stop, zero. But you're grown men, you do what you want to do. Surefire's made in America. Yes, they are. 18650s, yeah. And you know, fucking standardize on your batteries, right? There's a lot of stuff out there that'll take 123s and 18650s, but 18650 seems to be the standard nowadays. What was that custom guy you mentioned? The lights, Deadwood Customs, Deadwood. TRL, pretty damn bright, right on. Met some guys from Arkansas this week, plugged them into your website. Thanks, man. Mod Light, Cloud Defensive. Surefire is only now starting to catch up. There's a ton of stuff out there for lights, man. I don't know if it's still there or what the deal is. There used to be a forum called, what was it called? Lumen? Fuck, I just had it, man. I can't remember the name of it. There's a flashlight forum that was Candle Power Forums, I think is what it was called. Josh, you're super late. I felt the Streamlight was too focused and narrow. Surefire is assembled in America, not made here. Warlike, I don't know if something's changed, but I've been in Surefire's factory and they were made here. Like I was there. I knew John Matthews. We had Surefire guys at my shop every week. Like I saw where they were machining them and assembling them and everything. Now, granted, that was some time ago. Things could have changed, but I was in Surefire. I was there. Candle Power Forums. It's warm out here. Stiletto, best EDC light made. Dude, I've bought several of them. I have one in my pocket every day. 1,200 subs, 500 videos, 273,000 total views. Is that 275 a good number? Carry Streamlight stylus at work because I tend to lose them. I think for clearing house, Surefire is the way to go. I haven't been clearing lots of houses. We're in abandoned buildings a lot. I have a bunch of Coast flashlights, rechargeable. I carry some flashlights that run on AA's or AAA's because I can get lithiums and just carry a bunch of them if I need to throw them in while we're in the middle of something. I carry a lot of flashlights. But unless we're in a building for several hours, this is what I use always. And that's always what I start off with. I've also got headlamps. I've got some big Coast headlamps that are rechargeable, have magnet mounts and shit on them. And then I use I've got a bunch of Petzl headlamps. And I carry a Petzl headlamp, the Zipka, because it's got the retract pocket. So no matter what jacket I grab, I always have one. Green Force titanium clip for the tactician, right on. Higgs can't have enough. Yeah, the switches I'd heard were made in Europe somewhere for Surefire, but a lot of companies get at least one piece from somewhere outside. You got it. I've been using, so yeah. All right, we're back on. I don't know why it died. Higgs. Celebrate first super chat from Derek. Derek, thank you for your super chat, man. Happy Independence Day, everyone. Thanks for spending time with us every night, John and Amanda. Thanks, man. I can buy the Sports Academy, and they have several versions. And I like that I can get lithely AA, AAAs in from Costco or Sam's Club. So I still want a light that I can put fresh batteries in. But my primary is the rechargeable Surefire. I've got some rechargeable Coast lights also. Do they still make that? See it? I just use O-Light. Yep. What's the new light that they have out that's supposed to compete with the Stiletto, with the Surefire Stiletto? I bought one from Battery Junction. Ordered it probably 6 months ago, and it has never shipped. There are only like 2 circuit board mills in the U.S. Yeah, oh, I'm sure the boards are coming from fucking somewhere else. Surefire Turbo. Man, you motherfuckers are deep in this flashlight shit. Amanda carries a Zipco and a Stiletto. AFT turns 51 years old today. What's that? You mean the ATF, Joshua? A Nebu Touchy 2000. I've never even heard of that Nebu. Used a 21500 O-Light, right on. Aren't there a bunch of like guys love O-Lights or hate O-Lights? there's always some shit on social media about O-Lights. And anytime there's a flashlight conversation, you will see dudes that are like O-Light, and then you'll see 400 dudes that are like fuck O-Light. I should start making flashlight videos. It would up the traffic. Go troll channel G Mangoes. I don't know what that means. Pretty sure it's the AFT. That's what. Oh, got it. I hear some say run Surefires on ARs and run Streamlights on pistols, but I'm running Surefire. Yeah, I don't think it matters, man. Ford or Chevy. And when you show up where all the Ford and Chevy guys are, they'll be mad that you're in a Toyota. Never mind that the Toyota Tacoma is the most made in the USA truck that there is, more than Ford or Chevy. Your O-Light was trash. No, the commander-in-chief called them AFT. That's right, we did an AFT shirt. Fuck the AFT. O-Light sign would be nice right next to the High Point sign. Pocket light is a Phoenix. Yeah, I got a bunch of Phoenix lights too. I have, see these plastic bins? I have plastic bins full of flashlights and folders. O-Light makes a good destructive device. Got shipping confirmation for your wallet? Right on, man. Patrick, thanks for your order. TLR 1S for years, right on. Had one good O-Light and one bad. Well, I don't abuse things, and things still fail. So we just stop using the failures. Let's say I don't abuse them 90% of the time, but when I use them a lot in pretty harsh conditions if I'm using stuff. Forget how many mags or rig holes. Real question is how many O-lights. Hey John, Microtech, Ultratech, or Deadlock? I don't know what a Deadlock is, Angel. Have you looked at both of them? Have you held them? Which one do you want, right? Do you need it to cut something? Or do you want other dudes to know you have it, right? Let me explain what I mean. When you buy a watch, do you want a watch to tell time? Nobody tells time on a watch anymore. They use this. But do you want a watch to tell time, right? Do you want to look at your wrist and see what time it is? Or do you want a $10,000 Rolex to tell time because you want other dudes with Rolexes to know you have a Rolex? I have both. I have a lot. I have $65,000 watches. It's entry into the club. It's the handshake. Most people that you walk past won't have a clue that that's a $65,000 watch. But the other guys with those watches, they will approach you when you're at a restaurant and you will have a conversation. And most of those dudes are very highly successful people. And the conversation, a couple minutes in, goes, what do you do? Well, I make nylon tactical gear. Oh, I've got some rifles. I'll buy 100 of your slings and I'll give them to all of my friends. And those dudes, all those guys have Ferraris and Lamborghinis. That's why you wear those watches. They're not to tell time. So with your Ultratech and the other one you said, I don't know what it is, buy what you want, man. I have a bunch of Marfione customs because they're beautiful. I wear them when I wear certain watches. Microtech was hiring. They're always hiring. Apparently Deadlock has no give on the blade, unlike Microtech. Deadlock has best time. I've never even heard of Deadlock. I know Tony. I know them pretty well. I know several people that have worked at Microtech. Our tattoo artist does all of their tattoo stuff. I have hundreds of Microtech knives. When we go to Blade Show, I buy 25 to 30 of their show deal knives, only available at the show for all of the people that go with me. That is the effect of owning a radio made easy. Baofeng radio is well, it's to the elite club. Yes, sir. I have a cheap LED watch strapped to my hunting bow. Only watch I own. Higgs, what bow you use, man? What are you shooting? Apparently Deadlock has no give. Garden hoses. Oh, shit. Don't get me fucking started on garden hoses. Is there a fucking garden hose out there right now that's worth a shit? I used to buy these big black garden hoses that said commercial from Walmart of all places. 100-footer was 50 to 65 bucks. They were black. I could leave them out literally year-round for 5-6 years and never have a failure, never have a burst unless I ran over it with a lawnmower. Now, they're a completely different animal. If you get a Deadlock, make sure to tear it down, clean, and re-lube. It will jam up. So what is a Deadlock? It's an out the front? Deadlock made the wick out the front. I know for a fact that all the John Wick knives, Tony made them. Tony Marfione custom made them. I saw him making them. Now, maybe in the most recent movie, that's something different. Or is a Deadlock actually coming out of Microtech? I don't know anything about it. Garden hose quality has gone down. Yes, it's like they've made planned obsolescence to it. Just dug up an old hose in my yard that's what I'm saying, man. I have old hoses here that are going on 7-8 years, and I have newer hoses here that are failing at 2 years. And a lot of times I'll leave my hose pressurized, and I've got this big nozzle, like a fire hose at the end that I can turn on and off. I had one fail in the middle of the night the other night, and that fucking hose, I have high pressure water. I have really high pressure water on the property. I'm running 3/4 inch hoses. My water line coming in the property is a 2-inch fucking water line. I'm the second stop from the water treatment plant. We're super high pressure. And this fucking hose, I had a Stanley Fat Max hose out here, and the end that's compression fit on, it let go, and it ran fucking all night long. Water hoses are not like they used to be, no. Speed is money. How fast you want to go? Yes. Sakota, what's up, buddy? I still have those Walmart Garden. Must be 78. That's what I'm talking about, Chuck. The new ones, different animal. The hoses, the Craftsman hoses from Sears, you used to just cut the ends off and mail them in when you had a failure, and they'd just send you a brand new hose. Spirco's got a hose you can get off Amazon. It's like an ugly orange red hose. It's a big commercial hose. I can't remember the brand of them. I've got some of them here. Deadlock will be at the Blade Show, Fort Worth, Dallas. Might buy one. Right on. What is the effect of owning? That is the effect of owning the radio. Yeah, you guys don't need flashbangs. Just throw O-lights at them. Thomas Payne, what up? I have a theory. Maybe most items, like a garden hose, are made from reusable material. Therefore, maybe they are not as good as back then. A lot of things are made reusable. DJ, maybe. But if you've ever seen a board of, if you've ever sat in a meeting for a new product, like you can find some video footage of this. The engineers will build something fucking amazing, and the money guys will want it dumbed down. They want to build it cheaper, and they want failure made into it. They intentionally, you ever get a new cell phone and your phone is super fast and you think, man, I don't know how I've lived with a slow phone all these years, and your phone's super, super fast and you haven't had that motherfucker 30 days and all of a sudden you have an update. You remember how you used to just be able to refuse the update? And now they turn your phone off at 30 days if you don't update, so that when you turn it back on, it downloads the update. Have you noticed that every time you get your third update, your battery doesn't load, because they overclock your battery? It is planned obsolescence. They make it. Have you not noticed that you can't replace your battery? You can't take the battery out of your phone anymore. That's on purpose. Most people, especially poor people, they don't buy their phone. We'll give you this phone for $20. By the time you pay the fucking phone off and you're locked into the plan, you pay fucking $2,000 for the phone. The planned obsolescence is to make you get rid of the phone and buy the new phone. Death chips in our phone, yes. No point to manufacture bomb-proof thing. They need to keep you by. Yes, called planned obsolescence. 30 days till update. You're lucky to turn it on the first time without updating. Yep. They claim you can't replace the battery anymore. Yeah, you can. There's places that do it. They just won't warranty it. Use that super thing rubber now. Say the cheap string reinforcement will be fine. Buy my phones outright. Yeah, I do too. Buy Wild and Fire Hose, 25 foot, 50 foot laced, and take a beating 1 and 1.5 reducer cut. Oh, I'll have to look into that, Chuck. If you have a link to that somewhere, send that to me, please. Because I'm terrible about it. I'll take all the hoses and roll them up, and then I'm like, well, I'll come around on the four-wheeler and put them in the trailer or something, and then they'll sit out there all winter. Got one of those reusable flashbangs that use shotgun primers and blanks. You know what's better than those? The fucking CO2 BB gun cartridge ones, the plastic ones for airsoft. Those are the best ones out there. They're the loudest. We bought a bunch of those flashbang and smoke grenades from that company. They look like real little smoke grenades. Only half of them fired, and they're not very loud. They're only as loud as like a shotgun primer. Can build mortars right on. Spent 2 hours trying to figure out to refuse it. You can't. Realistically, from 3 feet to 4 feet away, how easy is it to tell a Rolex if it's a knockoff? There's some Rolexes coming out of Japan, some fake ones that you really can't tell. There's some Rolexes. Hello? Yeah, back online. Redhead ram set. Is that like a Hilti thing, or what's a redhead ram set? Is that a tool for setting anchors or something? Jumping in the convo late, but G-Shock is your go-to. Right on, man. Right on. You're all grown men. Like, you earned your money. You spend your money on whatever works for you or whatever makes you happy. Apple was sued over that. Yep, Apple had to. Apple admitted it in court. Did they change? Fuck no, they didn't change. And Samsung does the same thing. RAM set for setting anchor. That's what I thought, yeah. Plastic tube type bangers. Put 1-inch electric tape lengthwise on them. Supposedly increases the bang. Huh. Had to reboot. That was probably me. Blumpkin time? I don't know what that is. Is there a good civilian smoke? Recently, there has not been. I have a friend that owns a smoke company, Patriot Smoke. They worked awesome. I had 12 brand new ones sitting in here. We took them outside. We pulled 6 of them. Only 1 of them worked. They all popped. The primer popped, but none of them put out smoke. We had those other ones. I can't remember the name of those other ones. If you look up Russian smoke grenade, you'll find tons of videos on them. They're not very loud. They put out some smoke. Those were a lot newer, so I assume that's why they worked. Most of them worked. We used Enola Gay smokes. Those are the better smokes, except they're cardboard, right? And now all of these smokes that we had were all kept inside, climate controlled, no moisture, no humidity. They just stopped working. And I had a bunch of the Patriot smokes that were the metal cans. And when we first got them, all of them worked. But after sitting here for a couple of years, none of them worked. And then I had a bunch of the new injection molded ones, and most of those didn't work either. Enola Gay, yeah. Shutterbang, Enola Gay. There's a bunch of them. You can buy them off Amazon even. Got smoke grenades from the fireworks stand. Yeah, guys, the shitty smoke grenades from the fireworks stand, the little balls you light, those always work. They just don't put out a volume of smoke fast enough. Like if you're trying to use it for masking, if you're using it for marking or you're using it for video, any of them, man. Ping pong ball, smoke like crazy. Work on smoke work, couple guys. I'll let you know. Cool. The Fizz, that's right, the Fizz. John, Gold Dot or Hornady self-defense. I don't know, man. Whatever. There's plenty of shit out there. You ever been there when a man's been shot? I've seen a few people shot. I didn't see them go, oh shit, I wish he'd have shot me with some other bullets. Bad storm coming in. Internet is lagging here. It's probably mine too, man. Pull cord grenades. They have an okay amount of smoke. Cool. And like the Enola Gay smokes, guys, you can take those things and put them in like PVC pipe and shit. So that, like with caps, just press the cap on. That'll help, right? It'll help keep the moisture down on them. Inspired life rafts. Oh, yeah, those would be good. And if you can find the smoke flare combos that the United States Navy used, we used to use those. But if you pop red smoke, it's an international sign of distress. So if you do it around the wrong agencies or people, you'll get fined for it. All military aircraft is supposed to come down and land on red. So like on military installations and stuff, you don't want to pop red smoke. Little cherry smokes, you got to use a dozen to get half a decent screen. Yeah. Ammo debate cracked me up. Yeah. You know what ammo I'm going to use when society collapses? The shit that comes in green cans, because that's who I'm getting it from. 840 rounds of 5.56, right? 9 mil, it was always 115 grain 9 mil we were shooting. Always. Blumpkin time. I don't know what that is, number one, and I've only seen him say it once. Is he on here saying it more than once? He's probably some turd. I've never seen him on here. We'll just ban him. There seems to be an asshole that shows up every night with a new account. Matt Christopher, what's up? You do if you want to hijack an Apache. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here in a few minutes. So last minute comments, questions, statements, any gear you want to see. Okay, are we back live? The two-color marine smokes work 98% of the time. I've been binging pulling the thread episodes right on, Tom. So you're a member, I take it. For guys that don't know, there are pulling the thread podcasts out to the public, but we've got 30 of them in the group, in the private $10 membership level. They eventually go out and become public, but they're 3 months behind when they're public. Names in green are members. Based Mike D for life. You were shot, man. What were you shot by? What happened, if you want to go into that? Jasmine Abbott. Anybody know who that is? And anybody want to tell me what Blumpkin time is? I have no idea what that means. Love the podcast. Was listening to one tonight. Right on. Just got another snake. Damn thing ate 3 eggs. Well, where there's one snake, there's more snakes. You can take that snake, and I'm a snake guy. Like, I've kept thousands of reptiles, right? You can take that snake and chop it into a lot of pieces, and your chickens will eat it. You can take that snake and chop it into pieces, and your dogs will eat it. Or you can take that snake and take it far, far away, and it won't come back to you. If it's eating your eggs, most likely it's a chicken snake, which is a type of rat snake. These phones are definitely set to be ticking time bombs. Yes, they can overclock your phone and actually light your phone on fire. They've been able to do that since fucking the first Gulf War, right? If you've not heard of it, look at what a Stingray device is. Check it out. Look up Stingray. You know Epoch Times? Everybody familiar with Epoch Times YouTube channel? Look at his video he did on a Stingray device. Just check that out. That was over 20 years ago. Did you see the videos come out this week? I've seen them a couple years ago too. All of your Wi-Fi routers, just your Wi-Fi router, no camera, they can map where you as a human being are in the fucking building that your Wi-Fi is in. Phone's getting hot. My phone gets hot sometimes. It makes no sense. On Wednesdays when we record, it does it every Wednesday. I'll have all my apps closed. I'll have everything turned off. My phone will be in my pocket, and it will get blazing hot. These phones are definitely set to, yes, they can light it on fire, and if it's in your car, it will catch your car on fire. How's the pond doing? The pond in the back is great. The pond in the front is a wreck. Beam forming is crazy. They can use almost any radio signal. Yep, to 3D map. Head of Wagner PMC stole the 6.2 billion. Do you think it's the head of Wagner, or do you think he's in it with Putin? And what do we care if they stole 6.2 billion? Fucking our government steals. Look at all the money fucking our government sent over there. And everybody's like, that's our tax money. No, it's not. They created that. They kept your tax money. That's just some more bullshit. That's just a way to get us to infight and argue. They steal money from you so that you can't get ahead. The money they give away, that's just some bullshit that didn't exist. They just created it. Thinking about getting a class Fula in Arctic and purple thread. I don't know what that means. Yeah, the average man spends 65% on taxes by the time you spend the dollar that you have made. And think about this too, guys. Every time you walk in a store and you pay with a debit card, that's more money that's lost in taxes. If you want to cut out part of the tax loss, pay in cash. That's why they want to get rid of cash. They want to get rid of cash so they get all their tax every time, and so that they can turn your shit off. Because if you don't do what they want you to do, they will turn off your ability to spend money. They'll literally just turn your shit off. Make an update video on the OG cast members that were in your videos in the beginning. They're not here, Corey. They're not here to make videos with. Have an idea, not sure if it exists. Overalls, coveralls, sewn in mag pouches. You should do that, buddy. I'm sure there's, number one, I'm not wearing overalls or coveralls, but I'm sure people that do would do that. The other way you could do it is just sew Velcro on the inside and then just Velcro whatever you want right there, and you could change it out as your needs dictate. Wanting a Fupa XL in Arctic and purple thread. You mean Alpine? Alpine and purple thread. We'll build it. It's going to be expensive though. Send me an email. We'll build it up for you, custom. We'll do a one-off. If I had two of them, I couldn't even sell the second one. But send me an email. We'll talk about it. AE lights are the ones who use to make switches and contacts for Surefire. Based in Oregon. What about Malkoff? They make whole lights now too. Malkoff. You used to buy a Surefire light and you put a Malkoff LED drop in. I think they're still around. There's a ton of custom shops people just don't know about. It's not our tax money. It's our great-great-grandkids' tax. Yeah, it's all bullshit though. It's all bullshit. Everybody worried about taxes? Start paying with cash. The person you pay won't lose the fucking tax if you're worried about it. Do your part. Have an Alpine XL Fupa. Much love. That's why I love you, Josh. My little girl was standing 7 feet away and luckily was hit. I'm thankful wasn't hit. Fucking crazy, man. Crazy. I'm sure that is a wild story. Belt fed. Good night, man. I think I've got everybody's comments here. I don't think I missed anything. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good night.